Hello and welcome back to our series of drama school audition stories. Today we are joined by the wonderful Christina Modestou. Christina has had an incredible career, performing in shows such as In the Heights, We Will Rock You, Little Shop of Horrors, Rent, Shrek the Musical, The Winter's Tale at the National Theatre. Most recently, she performed in The Boy in the Dress at the RSC, and she was in the global hit Six the Musical, and she's on the cast recording that has been listened to by over 21 million people. Hello Christina, thank you so much for agreeing to have this chat with me. How are you?
I'm good, Lauren. Thanks for having me on.
So you've been working on something really interesting during this lockdown. Do you want to talk to me about that, about what you've been up to?
It's called the Agony Actor, and it's a personalised support system for actors and anyone within the industry. So it basically does what it says on the tin. It is for people in the industry to have support in any way, shape or form.
So that's really important in terms of what's going on right now in lockdown and helping people with any mental health problems and just dealing with the situation. Is that right?
Yeah, 100%. It varies. Everyone comes for different reasons because everyone's at different stages, and some people are pre-auditioning for drama school, some people are pros, and it's looking at what they're balancing in their life and their work life. Every session is different. Every person is different.
It sounds like a wonderful thing you're doing. So that's the Agony Actor, and we've got information on how to find that on the link down below. So Christina, what colleges did you audition for?
So I was really specific about where I auditioned. I only auditioned for a handful. I auditioned for Royal Welsh College, Central School of Speech and Drama, Mount View, Guildford and Arts Ed, and they were the five.
Do you remember what acting pieces and what songs you did at your drama school auditions?
I definitely remember my song. I sang Stranger to the Rain from Children of Eden.
Lovely.
I cannot, for the life of me, remember what my second song was. I don't think I ever got asked to sing a second song, which is weird now because obviously, I mean, this was 13 years ago. So I don't know. I don't ever remember ever singing that second song, which is bonkers. In terms of monologues, I did a really strong female piece for my Shakespeare. I did Lady Anne from Richard III when they bring in Henry's corpse, and then I did a funny bit ditzier one from House of America by Ed Thomas, which is a Welsh play. I could show regionally where I was from. I could do my own accent, but then I can also put on that kind of RP, stronger woman. Looking at myself then and now, I'm probably never going to be cast as like a Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. So it was like trying to find those roles that really had some like sort of depth, you know. Not that Juliet doesn't have depth. But
yeah.
I thought that.
But she's younger and more innocent, and you know she's not been through as much in her life. And then in terms of an arc.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, my modern kind of did that more light-hearted kind of job.
And it's hard, isn't it, to find a monologue that suits you when you are 18 or sometimes 16. To be able to find that and to make them contrasting, which yours sound like they really were.
And also showing your potential, right? You've got to show you have that moment in the room to show who you are and what potential you have to offer, because you don't need to be a finished product before you go to drama school, but you need to have an understanding of kind of maybe where you would want to be leaving college, you know? A college can tell when you've done your research, when you've brought something that is age appropriate, that is style appropriate, that is appropriate for you, that you can invest in. There's no point in doing a monologue that you can't access yourself just because.
I bet they loved you doing a Welsh play for your contemporary.
I mean, I'll never know.
Is there anything you would have done differently?
I do wish I would have had the confidence to really go for more acting schools. I mean, I think I knew I wanted to sing for 3 years, so I guess it was pointless. I kind of weighed it up. I was like, do I want to do something more acting based? Do I want to do something more singing and dance based? And if I was going to do something more singing and dance based, I needed somewhere where the dance was strong, because growing up I have dance in my culture. My family are Greek, so I've always danced in the local kind of stage schools. I always danced at. I didn't really start learning dance technique until I went to college, so I knew I needed someone that was going to push me in that respect. And then on the flip side, I was also like, I know I would love to go into that TV film. I'd done like a telly job when I was 17, and that was the beginning of learning how to do that. And I knew going to sort of a musical theatre college would kind of drop that skill a little bit for me. So I really was in two minds, and I do wish I'd have been braver and maybe gone to those sort of like your RADAs and your Bristol Vics. Obviously, I did do Royal Welsh College and Central. Central, I think I went for the musical theatre course though. But I loved my Royal Welsh audition. It was just that I couldn't envisage not singing for 3 years. But I do wish I had maybe tried for those kind of bigger schools just to see what would have come out. So I think not limit my options, if you know what I mean.
Where did you end up training?
So I ended up training at the arts educational schools in Chiswick for 3 years.
And did you do the musical theatre course there?
I didn't even know that Arts Ed did an acting course until we got there. And I was like, I remember seeing their plays and being like, this course is amazing. Like, how don't more people know about this? So I think obviously they do now, but that was mad. It's so known for its musical theatre that you forget how brilliant the acting course is as well. Yeah, so I spent my 3 years there, which I absolutely love.
So you think it was the right place for you in the end?
I think it was the place that if I could have written on a piece of paper, put it in an envelope and given it to Darren Brown, like that would have been the school that I would have picked, I think. So, because I really wanted to work on all three aspects. I wanted to be a better singer, I wanted to be a better actor, and I needed to be a better dancer. And also, I'd done a lot of research. I had a lot of friends that went there, so I asked them what it was like. I had a lot of friends that went to Mount View, I had a lot of friends that went to Guildford. I asked them what it was like. You know, I went to the schools where I could before I even auditioned. I saw productions there. And Arts Ed was the one I'd done the most research for. I knew quite a lot of people on the course. In fact, I used to go and stay with one of my friends and go and see the shows with him. And I really got an aura for that place before I went there. And there is something to be said for that, for going to an audition and going, actually, I'm auditioning the school as well as the school auditioning me, because I've got to give my whole self for 3 years, blood, sweat and tears. So it's got to be somewhere that you feel comfortable training as well, and you feel comfortable breaking yourself down, because they break you down. They take away all your bad habits, and they sort of start building you from scratch, and you've got to be somewhere where you're comfortable being able to do that, you know?
What advice would you give to somebody who's about to start out and about to be auditioning for these drama schools?
Preparation, your rep. Make sure that, don't take that for granted, and do your research. Know that you're auditioning them as much as they're auditioning you.
By rep, for those of you that don't know, that is your repertoire of songs that you have and monologues that you have. So make sure that you've got a variety of things, and things that you're comfortable with, that you're used to singing and used to practicing, and just rehearse as much as you can.
Don't choose a song that's out of your capabilities just because it has a high note. Make sure you can sing that song to the best of your ability. Practice it until you can't get it wrong. With your acting choices, keep them free, keep them mouldable, so that if the director of the course says to you, actually, can you perform that song again? Can you perform it like this? You can equally do that. You know it so well that you can change it as well if you need to, you know.
And if they do give you notes in your audition, it's not because they don't like what you're doing.
Oh,
they're trying to work out how you respond to direction. They're not telling you that what you did was bad. They're telling you to do something so they can see how you can adapt, how they can work with you. So it's very different. So don't be put off if they do that to you.
Yeah, 100%. And I think one last thing that I would say as well is, when you go to your auditions, don't compare yourself to other people. You are what you offer. You can watch someone else and go, wow, they're amazing, and then kind of go into yourself. That happened to me in Guildford. I sort of was looking around at people and thinking, I don't know if I'm good enough. And I had a bit of a meltdown in the room where I was like, I kind of closed off and was like, and then when I left, I was like, what were you doing? You could totally have done that, you know? And so I think just don't let other people affect you. Support them and let them support you, rather than comparing each other.
And the last question I want to ask you, if you could hear anybody's drama school audition story, any actor that you can think of, whose would it be?
I think probably Emma Thompson. I just love the way she speaks about everything, and I just think
she's wonderful.
She's an incredible actress. Like, she's one of my favourites, and I've had the fortune of meeting her twice. And
how did you meet her?
Funny story. So she came to see a show that I was in, Time, and she came backstage. But before that, which is my claim to fame, Lauren, I was in the film Love Actually. So
I knew that actually. I did know that.
So
that's brilliant.
I'm one of the kids in the choir in All I Want for Christmas Is You. And she was one of the only actors that made the effort to come over and inspire us as kids, as like young adults. And I'll never forget that, because it really and truly was wonderful. I just think she's amazing, so I'd love to hear what her experiences were.
Oh, Christina, thank you so much for taking the time out to do this interview with us.
Thanks for having me, and it's so great what you're doing, so it's, get in touch, everybody.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you loved it, hit the subscribe button. If you can think of any actor that you would love to hear the Drama School Audition stories of, please leave it in the comments below or send us a message on any of our social media channels. We are Chiron Audition Prep, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching.